brave enough and man enough to love that woman, she will come back at you with a love that you ain't never seen before in your life. She look at it's gonna scare her. She ain't gonna know what's going on because she ain't never had it. But if you're honest with her and patient, she will love you like you never did. She'll be down for you like old black tires. I'm telling you right now. Man, let me tell y'all something. Hear me
One
clearly
more
when I tell you,
time.
every woman is a little girl at heart. And she was looking for the love of her father. If she had an offer that did not treat her right, didn't treat her mama right, didn't treat, she don't know what it's like to have the love of a man. If you are brave enough and man enough to love that woman, she will come back at you with a love that you ain't never seen before in your life. She look at it's gonna scare her. She ain't gonna know what's going on because she ain't never had it. But if you're honest with her and patient, she will love you like you never did. She'll be down for you like old black tires. I'm telling you right now. Man, let me tell y'all something. Hear me clearly when I say
All
every
right. Why did I play that video? Anyway, welcome to the AgioCast channel. Um, Professor Ruff. I just want to cook a little bit and talk about that video right there because I'm coming from personal experiences and experiences of men and what I've learned from gleaning knowledge, whether online or the experiences of other people. I think the voice used in this little TikTok or Instagram video, that was my dear. It sounds like my dear Tyler Perry. And that's one of the reasons I just stopped watching Tyler Perry movies. Um, I think Tyler Perry is a gifted guy. He's a billionaire now. Started from the bottom. I will always it's certain things that I like about Tyler Perry, but it's certain things I don't like about. Well, certain things I like about Tyler Perry as a human being. But as far as his body of work, his movies, so the My Dear series and his other movies, okay. But also, I just started having issues with his movies. His movies only um display the tropes of the black community, especially black men. Um, I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna do that on here on my channel. This channel is not here to criticize Tyler Perry and his movies or whatever. But I just want to talk about the topic of this video. And the topic of this video is do not date broken people. I'm an advocate for men. So it will always come out like I'm biased and I'm for men, and it's gonna be like that because anyway, let's not go into that discussion. I'm always gonna advocate for men. I advocate for people, but I will advocate for men generally. My channel is targeting men. Now, why am I saying do not date broken people? In his video, in this video, or in this little clip, this little Instagram, whatever, it's pretty much saying giving men an advice on how to date broken women because of their past traumas. It's giving men advice on how to deal with women in broken situations or because of their past traumas. And I vehemently disagree because I've been that guy. And I know guys that have done that. And for what I've gleaned in the online world, it doesn't work. I've dated, you know what? I'm going to start with this little personal story. So one time, me and my mother was talking. She was just talking about all my girlfriend issues and how come I'm not, you know. in a steady relationships, and she asked me, the way she asked me the question was profound to me, and this is the question she asked me. She said, why you keep dating crazy women? And of course, I my initial reaction was, you know, it was defensive. It was defensive. And I'm like, Mommy, I don't know. They don't write crazy on their forehead when I meet them. They do not write crazy on their foreheads. I'm talking about the women that I've dated and had relationships with. They don't write crazy on their foreheads. And that was my answer to her. And my mom didn't say nothing. But and this question she asked me was a year ago. I think it was in the pandemic, 20 when the pandemic broke out, 2020. I think 2020, yeah. She actually, we was talking one of our phone call discussions. She asked me these questions. And she's like, why you keep, attracting women that are crazy? And I paused for a second and I didn't have an answer. But knowing who I am, I have to provide an answer. And I'm like, well, mom, they don't write crazy on their forehead. How am I supposed to know they're crazy? Now, I'm not trying to say women are crazy, but women are crazy. So, guess I'm saying it. And some men are crazy, whatever. Um, I'm sure my exes will say I'm crazy, but I've never done anything crazy. But um, some guy from. But anyway, what I noticed is I didn't have a real answer for my mom, and the answer I gave her, and I needed to be honest with myself, was I gave her a defensive answer, and the first thing that came out of my thought is, "Hey, they don't write crazy on their head. How am I supposed to know?" Which is kind of true. It is a true statement. I didn't make that up. And for a whole year, I'm like, why is it I'm attracting women that just go crazy? Why? Is it that I just like crazy women? Is it that I like the chaos? And I have dated women and they've accused me of that. They've told me you are used to crazy women, even though they were crazy themselves. And this was before this I was told this before my mother had asked me this question. So there's some truth to it. And I didn't understand why. I'm this nice guy that wants to cape and solve problems and be these women's all, whoever I'm dating, to be their all and put them on the pedestal and put them above me and my interest and my well-being. And it never worked out in the long run. It might work out. It might be a little bit. Usually, it's mixed with contention and some sweetness. What am I trying to say? The love is there. I'm dealing with these women, but they're crazy. They're crazy one time, and I'm dealing with their craziness, and they're loving one time, and the sex is good, and the holding hands, and the dinner dates, and the trips, and all this stuff is good. And I just feel like I need to just try to stay in a lane where um these women with issues, I don't add to their issues, or I'm basically just checking on them to like, hey, I need them to be good so that I can enjoy their presence. And it took me a number of years to figure it out. Even in my marriage, when I met my ex-wife, she was a broken woman before I met her. And I caped like Superman, trying to save the day. She was a broken woman. But I'm not here to talk about her. Now where we at. And this is what, 6, 7 years ago? So my advice to people, or to men especially, is not to date broken women. Or women don't even date broken men. Let me be fair. Let me be fair. But this is a man's channel. I speak to men. And if a woman is listening, you can glean from some of the things that I say, and you can glean the knowledge and get some understanding from what some of the things that I say. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. I'm not here to get everybody on my bandwagon. But what am I saying though? So my mother asked me this question and I didn't quite know the answer. I gave her a defensive answer. And my defensive answer was they don't write crazy on their head. But that bothered me a lot. And months went by, and we're in 2021, and summer of 2021, I've been through a lot, having some breakups or whatever. And I was talking to my mom, and I told my mom, "Hey, you remember that question you asked me why I keep attracting crazy women, women that are crazy?" And she said yes. I said, "I think it's because there's a law of attraction. You attract who you are." Because I was broken as a person, even though I didn't display crazy, I was broken as a person. I came from a broken situation, and not just from a marriage that didn't work. It was from some deep relationships that didn't work. I have like two deep relationships since my marriage that didn't work. I think it's because I need to fix myself. Until I fix myself, I can identify the woman that come into my space. And a broken woman cannot be in my space. It is not my job to fix people. You can't be fixing people. You can't fix nobody. It is their responsibility to fix themselves. I understand some people grow up in some, and I'm gonna just swear, fucked up situations that was not ideal. I get that part. But guess who suffers? You. Because you haven't even fixed yourself, but you're trying to fix this other person, and you trying to make them happy. Again, it's not your job to make anybody happy. It's your job to be fair and to stand by your word and to show it by actions. That's what a real man does. But then I didn't have all this knowledge and maturity. So I always want to fix these women that I was dating. If we look back to my ex-wife in my marriage, she was broken. She had father issues. She had daddy issues, and she had past boyfriend issues. She had a whole bunch of trauma, and she disguised it with going to church. And when we was talking to each other before we even got married, during the talking stage, and she's telling me all her past traumas, and I just wanted to fix her. I wanted to cape in and let me be the man to fix all your problems and do this to show you why I'm the guy for you. I paid that price for 7 years. And I made the same mistakes in a couple of other relationships. The same mistakes. And Tyler Perry is saying this thing. I guess that's his voice because it's that's my dear's voice, aka Tyler Perry, when he acts as my dear. There's something he said that really struck me. And I got this video from a friend's Instagram story. You say you have to be man enough to deal with the woman's problem. You don't have to be man enough to deal with anybody's problem. That's why I checked Tyler Perry is still single. I don't know who's his woman. This just lie to people. And I'm not saying that he's lying or purposely lying. It sounds like a feel good speech. or spiel, whatever you want to call it. It just that's what it is. And it's not your job to fix broken people. If a woman that you are talking to has trauma, she needs to go fix herself. If a man that you are talking to has trauma, he needs to go fix himself before you go into some kind of long-term relationships and any kind of committed relationships, including marriage. Because if they don't fix themselves, you will pay dearly. And I have learned the experiences of other men. I see they've learned the lesson. It is not your job. You deserve better. And it's also incumbent on you to fix yourself. You need to become the best version of yourself. This is why I push people to work on themselves, not just in their career, in their personal character, their behavior, in how they interact with other people, um, um, whether it's spiritual on the spiritual level or social level. One of the things I do is I sleep good every night because I know I didn't cheat, steal, or backbite, or maliciously intend to hurt other people every day of my life. I'm not a perfect human being, but if I do something that is of adverse consequences to others, it's not because of I maliciously did it. It's a fallout. It might be a byproduct of certain things. And if I need to apologize for my transgressions, guess what? I apologize for my transgressions. We're not perfect, right? Now, going back to this video, I want to really talk about this video because I feel like I'm jumping around. I'm trying to create some kind of picture here so that you people can understand. You guys that is gonna watch my video can understand. It's not your job to fix broken people, man. I get it. The world is not a fair place. The world is about survival. You know, I was in a relationship with a female that I thought I was gonna marry. It's a couple of it's about two or three. But the first female, when I was in Boston, I'm not gonna call her name. She might be watching this video, and in, she came from some broken situations, and it was real deep. And I'm not gonna talk about how broken situations. And once again, yeah, he's a, Professor Ruff trying to cape and save the day and show this woman why I'm the best man for you and trying to like solve all your problems. Meanwhile, I got my own problems. And when Tyler Perry said you're not man enough to deal with women that came from broken situations, how about you? You got your own problems. That whole video sound like a feel good statement. But feel good statement does not save the day. It causes problems in the long run. And one thing I noticed in that relationship, anytime I reflect back, was yes, I moved. I get it. I moved for a reason that is legitimate, and I thought she was gonna move with me, and we discussed it, and somehow she changed her mind without even telling me. She broke up with me without even telling me. I had to glean the whole breakup from her behavior, her character, and how she was responding, and it was just a mess. Fucked me up badly because I was this nice guy. This is the problem with being nice. I'm not saying you should not be nice, but be nice with a balance. Be ruthless with a balance. It's survival out here. But anyway, the one thing I noticed was, oh God, please forgive me. I'm gonna say she's a thick girl, and you understand where I'm going with this conversation. She's a thick girl, and she looks good, even with her thickness. But um, BMI issues. Let me just put it in a nice way. And she was working on her weight, reducing weight or whatever. But when I was with her, she didn't invest no interest in reducing her weight at all. But when she broke up with me, and I'm trying to save the relationship, she magically reduced a lot of weight and she looked nice. And guess what? She didn't have my fucking time. But when we're dealing with each other and she had her weight on and I accepted her for who she was and I accepted her with all her traumas and I'm dealing with that on a daily basis. I dealt with her issues on a daily basis. It was draining. And I have my own issues as a human being. I didn't even fix myself. I put my situation in the back burner and I'm trying to fix her to like have some meaningful relationship. But then she broke up with me without telling me. And now she's all looking nice, fitting up in the jeans, and she's going out on different dates with different guys. I felt I was resentful. How come I didn't get the best version of you when we were in a committed relationship? And now that you look this nice, you're out here advertising yourself for different men. I was resentful. Fuck me up. I didn't display it, but mentally I had to like deal with it. And when you're dealing with stuff mentally, it is really tough. She's taking Snapchat pictures. She's living her best life. Um, I was resentful. I was some jealousy there. I'm like, damn, how come I didn't get to enjoy this part of you? She didn't even stop. She stopped calling me. When she was going through her stuff, being this thick girl, um, I'm listening to her problems. I'm giving her solutions, and all the solutions I'm giving her, she's not implementing them. I'm trying to fix whatever our issue was, and and still live my life and deal with my own issues. And it was mentally draining, to be honest. But I felt that that's a man's position. This is where Tyler say you're not man enough if you don't. Come on, man, stop that nonsense. I did everything that a man should do. I'm always worried about her moods, whether she's happy, what's going on. I'm trying to get her happy. I'm trying to help her be optimistic with the future. But guess what? When she lost that weight and she was looking real nice, and she started seeing a whole bunch of guys on going on dates, my phone wasn't ringing no more. I retreated. I took my losses. And this is something that was going on for months, going into years. And no matter what I tried to do to get us back together, futile. My efforts was futile. Flew down to Boston. Just on two occasions, I flew down to Boston to see her, and she didn't even come out to see me. Man, simping is bad. You gotta balance your niceness. You gotta balance your ruthlessness. Simping is really bad. I was a simp for real. But guess what? When she started calling me and started giving me attention, she added all the weight back. She added all the weight back. She went back to her original weight. I believe she's still at that same weight. And I'm not trying to shame her. I'm just sharing my experience. Guess who got to listen to all our problems? Me. I am doing boyfriend and husband do this without getting the benefits because, damn, I'm trying to fix her again. Do not date broken people. I don't know. This somebody's watching my stream right now from Russia. I believe that's a Russian uh, alphabetical character. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. Anyway, and she's just not the only one. She's not just the only one. I have numerous experience on dating women that were broken, and I put them ahead of my best interest. I put them ahead of me because I'm trying to fix them because I wanted them to be happy. And if they're happy, I am happy. French toast that. It is their job to go fix themselves. Yes, the situation that happened to them is unfortunate, but guess what? You're an adult now. You need to find a way to cope with your situation and become the best version of yourself. And I discovered this whole thing late in my adult years. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at her face. I'm looking at these women's face to see what mood they are or what is going on with them. They're sad, they're crying, and you're dating them, right? And whenever things go wrong between both you and this person that is broken, you only adding to their past traumas, and they blame you for everything. So when I told my mother, you know what, I finally found the answer to your question. This is a year later. This was this year I told her, Mom, I think I'm attracting crazy females is because of crazy or broken females is because I'm broken myself. So I needed to fix myself. And fixing yourself is not a one day's job, it's a continuous thing. So I have been fixing myself. This is why the TJ is different, you know? So I fixed myself so that whoever I'm dating does not have to deal with my past traumas. So I fixed myself. I sought some mental health. I did actually go seek mental health. It's not because I'm mentally ill. I needed skills to help cope with some of my past issues. Because your past issues don't go away. You just need to know how to cope with it. You need the skills, the tools to cope with some of your past issues mentally. And I have been doing that. So I refuse and I advise anybody watching this video who is single, especially if you're already married to one, good luck. You have to find a way to deal with that and find a way to have her fix herself. Um, I'm only giving advice to men and even women. If they're broken, avoid them. It doesn't make you look bad. It's very hard to raise a broken person to your level. They will bring you down. You have to go down there to fix them. And guess what? When you go down there to fix them, you're never coming back up because now they break you. And what I've noticed with all these women that had all these issues, they broke me. So now that I'm single, if I'm dating and I'm talking to a woman and she has all these past traumas and mental issues going on, I encourage them to go get fixed. I don't get into any kind of serious interaction with them. Go get yourself fixed. You need to go fix yourself. You need to go get the tools so that you can cope better. And I'm not saying that they're going to come out 100% fixed because that's not the case. I'm not going to tell you I'm 100% fixed, but I'm fixed in a way that I know how to cope with some of the issues that I have from the past. So all this bullshit talking about um you're not man enough if you're not able to date this kind of women that are broken. Don't let nobody shame you, telling you that you're not man enough. They don't tell women that oh you're not woman enough to fix a broken man. I never hear that stuff. I don't hear that stuff. It's always to the man. We gotta be man enough to date these women that are broken. So what? You came from a bad relationship. Go fix yourself. So what? You had this bad experience and uh, you had some traumatic experience from an ex-boyfriend or something bad happened to you, guess what? It's your job to fix yourself. That's the problem with nice guys. We try to fix other people, and we have our own baggage that we're carrying on our back. We have our own cross. We have to place our cross on the ground and go carry another person's cross. That's not a smart move. Make sure you want to go into a healthy relationship. That person is healthy mentally. They have a healthy mind. It's mind over body, over spirit and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Remember that. So I'm gonna keep this video really short. I just wanted to drop this video. It's been a while that I made a video. Um, don't let anybody shame you for not dating someone that is broken. If you meet a woman and they send their best representative of themselves, and you start seeing that, hey, this person might have some brokenness, you need to pause that relationship. And if it's something that if you're dating with intentions, and when I mean intentions, you're trying to marry this person, you don't want to marry somebody that is broken. Trust me, I have been there. I've been there. It doesn't work. So I've talked to some females that have issues, and I tell them, hey, you got trauma, and I think you need to go handle that. I don't want to pay for the sins of your exes. I really don't. I think it's not fair for any man or any woman should pay for the sins of the exes of the person who they seen. That's not fair. And I know I don't even like to use the word fair. It's not right. Fix yourself. Just as you're not responsible for my past traumas, I'm not responsible for your past traumas. So it's incumbent on me. It's my responsibility, it's my obligation to make sure that I have a sound mind. I can make good sound judgment and discernment. So is the person that I am talking to. And if I detect some they're making decisions based on past traumas, and I'm pausing. Pause. But anyway, I just want to drop my 2 cents on this video. I think it's a real good video to talk about because the video is just pandering to men to go and cape to broken women. And I'm just talking about this video. And I know there are broken men out there, and women, please do not date broken men. They need to fix themselves too. Um, I get it. The world is not fair. The world does not owe, nobody owes us any kind of understanding. If they give you lemons, find a way to make lemonade juice. I'm sorry, and I can empathize with people, but I'm not gonna just be over there and enable you not to be the best version of yourself. But I'm gonna end this video right here, and Professor Rolf is out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, anyway, I hope to drop a video soon. It's been real busy. Merry Christmas. Just in case I don't do a video before Christmas, Merry Christmas. But I probably will do a video before 2022. So you guys be safe. The Delta variant is still roaming around. Omicron now is like the fast super spreader. You guys be safe, stay healthy, and be blessed. Professor Rock is out and broadcast.